the real takeaway is that it's easy and quick to lose money, to your point, if you're the lowest price in town. So, Sarah, I've heard you talk a lot about the pillars of pricing. Tell us about what these pillars are and why they're just so important for grocers.
Thanks, Phil. Yeah, so the three pillars of pricing are demand modeling, rules, and optimization. And just with the climate that we're in today, there's so many competing factors, right? Costs are going up, inflation and prices are squeezing households, and they can't afford what they used to be able to afford. So where do you find that balance, right? And you really have to have the intelligence in a tool like ClearDemand to help you make those decisions, just to your point. So you don't end up like a out of business hot dog stand that's matching every low cost grocer in your area. Where do you match them, right? How do you know? Like I mentioned, that first pillar of pricing that we're going to discuss is demand modeling. And demand modeling is what we use at ClearDemand to calculate elasticities. And elasticities, as we know, are how sensitive shoppers are to price changes on any given item, right? And this can vary by location, it can vary by zone, many different factors there. So ClearDemand's demand modeling uses historical sales, price changes, promotions, seasonality, competitive activity, many other things to produce those elasticities, just to help us get more insight, right, into what happens when you change a price. So, we know the general calculation for elasticity is just the change in price and the change in units, right? But adding to that, there's so much more there that we at ClearDemand have included in these models, right? One of those is that we're able to infer out of stocks. So if a product is out of stock and it didn't sell that day, is it because no one wanted it or because it wasn't even available? Right? Our models can infer that data without even getting that data from a retailer. And that's very important because those things are hard to track. In addition to that, we use AI and machine learning to pick up on more recent nonlinear trends. And we all know, right, the market is changing every day. Every day there's a new article about some retailer increasing price, decreasing prices. It's all over the place, right? So much chaos and uncertainty. And you really have to rely on a good demand modeling algorithm to help provide insight into what actions you should take. So, first pillar, right?